Uh-huh.
Do I? Oh, I do. Okay.
Very low energy tonight.
I was just about to ask. I was like, why are we all so awkwardly quiet?
It's great.
I was like, am I missing something?
Awkward.
Don't worry, the final third of the show will be very fun and exciting.
Will it?
First 2/3, not a lot. Not a lot happens, you know? We like to emulate NASCAR races.
Right. I get it. We should talk about how Richard Petty was going to give us the bird.
Yeah, did you see that today? He was they finally did the Hardee's thing at the whatever store there in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Get them ham bread chicken sandwiches.
Tell you what, that was really good timing with the Ty Dillon stuff that happened.
Yeah.
Good timing.
We'll get to that.
Nothing could have gone wrong.
Oh my god.
This past week was crazy, man.
Can't
wait to see what this week brings.
Oh yeah.
Nothing. Not a thing.
Probably. Apparently, Alex Plow might not race at all next year.
That's funny.
That's circulating.
He'll get a ride in something.
I mean, he's got a ride with McLaren, but like...
Well...
Are we rolling right now, by the way?
No, we're not rolling at all.
Okay. I was making sure. I was like, I don't know, this felt like a cold opening, so...
Was that a Limp Bizkit joke?
Well, could be.
Well, hello, folks. Can't thank you enough for tuning into the Fake Racers podcast this week.
Why doesn't anybody tell me anything on this friggin' show?
What do you mean?
I just asked, are we rolling right now? And you're like, no. And I was like, okay. And then you just did the intro.
The sarcasm, it just whoosh over your head.
To be fair, it's only because I've known Joe for a very, very long time that I knew he was being sarcastic.
Usually there's like a cue, be like, hey, we're going. And we were like, all right, cool. Let's banter for a little bit.
I did blink a bunch like I normally do. And
okay, I will say, I don't notice that nonsense.
Yeah.
That you're ridiculous for doing that.
I'm terrible at
That's
making
insane.
eye contact with people,
all right,
so
next,
probably wouldn't have noticed.
Next week, I'll have little cards made up.
Joe, do you think you're the best at starting the cold open without anybody knowing that we started it?
I don't know if I'm the best, but I'm pretty damn good at it, apparently.
Yeah.
And welcome, folks, to this week's edition of the Fake Racers podcast. I'm Joe.
Being dragged.
That's Bristol back
Davey.
there.
No, it's not.
And I'm being dragged right now.
You're not being dragged. Oh, look at Matthew. World's got to revolve around Matthew Steelman. Let's just revolve around Matthew.
Matt's dressing up in drag.
Joe's projecting right now, so.
Ouch. Like an Epson?
I'm about to just cancel this show altogether.
I always get, whenever I make that joke, I always get confused. I'm going to say Epsom, like the salt brand.
Yeah.
So.
Like the salt? I have, check this out, guys. We gotta figure it out. We gotta break it down to the bare essentials. You know what those are called? We gotta go through some icebreakers. You gotta break the ice. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I've got high chew, which is pretty good.
Oh, dude. Wait, what do you have?
I got high chew.
Oh, dude, bless you. That's crazy.
Joe, you doing all right over there?
No.
Welcome to the Fake Racers podcast. My name is Joe Twansky. That's Davey Hazard, and Matthew Steelman is a mystery.
Yeah. I'm tired.
I don't know. It's a Monday. We haven't done this on a Monday in a while.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. I think it's because we've done Tuesdays for about a month.
Thanks, man.
We got real Garfield vibes right now.
And the Monday. Oh man, where's the lasagna?
Mm-hmm.
Mondays are hitting us a little harder right now. Well, okay.
We will persevere.
Joe has his witty sarcasm. Matt has his lovely aloofness, and I got icebreakers. So we're gonna be all right. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bristol sleeping.
Yeah.
Joe, do you want to talk about what we were talking about with Bristol earlier?
No. No, I don't. Let's keep that one. Let's not put that one in here, please.
Okay.
Let's keep
not
that.
This time.
Never.
That'll be on the Patreon for you guys.
Yep, that'll be on the JTN Patreon. You can find that exclusively there because I was recording the whole time.
JTN Unhinged.
Yeah. I'm just gonna start. NASCAR was in New Hampshire this past weekend. The Cup Series, Christopher Bell won. But there were some fun things. We talked about Ty Dillon getting the bird from Richard Petty. He wrecks early.
Mm-hmm.
Proceeds to blame it on the other two drivers for him sticking it 3 wide where he probably shouldn't have been on lap 11.
That was wild. Normally with Ty Dillon, I can usually see at least the faintest rhyme or reason for why he did what he did. That was wild. No idea what the point was.
Real Brian Scott energy right there.
Ooh, that's tough. It's true though.
Yeah.
But Ty obviously has lost the 42 car for next year. They did not pick up his option, or they mutually agreed to split, or whatever the language is there. Because I do believe he did sign a 2-year deal originally, or it was supposed to be 2 year. I don't know. Eric Jones still hasn't signed an extension either, although that feels like it's going to get done.
Or they're just waiting to announce that they're kicking Tyler Reddick out of the RCR car. Eric Jones RCR. Calling it here.
Maybe.
Just kidding. That's not going to happen. But
if I can put my Eric Jones fan hat on for a second, that I obviously never wear ever on this show.
No.
Never. I know the rumor, and it's probably more likely than not to happen, is Noah Gragson to go to the 42, right? He's got some sponsorship coming with him. All that. It would be a good fit, and all that jazz. I really worry that Dave Ellens would move over with Noah, since there's already a relationship there too. And that makes me worried as an Eric Jones fan, because Dave Ellens is a very good crew chief. And Eric Jones had Chris Gale for all those years and never got to have a change, and then has had 2 crew chiefs the last 2 years and has done better with both of them, it feels like, if you kind of look at the equipment versus where they were finishing. So it worries me. I should be worried, right? Like, it's fair. I think it's fair.
Yeah.
Are they trying to downsize that team?
I wouldn't be surprised if they moved Ellens over with Noah, since Noah would be a rookie and there's already a relationship there. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I get it.
And then give Eric a new crew chief again. So that'd be 4 years. Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, not. I see what you're saying. That makes sense.
I've got to imagine GMS has somebody kind of already set up, because this is like really early into this deal to announce that Ty's not coming back. Like, we're just past the halfway point of season 1, and like Ty's been anonymous, kind of. Like, I don't think he's been like a wrecking ball like he was at the Clash, but he's just kind of been invisible. Which normally I don't think would get you fired this quickly. I don't know.
Especially with a new team. For all intents and purposes, that's a new team.
Yeah, exactly. Because like he was the guy that GMS seemed like they wanted to build their cup program around.
Which didn't make a lot of sense at the time either, though.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I feel like we saw that. We're like, this doesn't feel like the long-term solution.
Yeah. The only other guy I could really think that would be a contender for that car would be Enfinger. But I don't know if they would want to move him straight from trucks up to cup. So that's the only other guy I could think of. But I wouldn't even think that's going to happen.
I mean, if you look at Chevy drivers in Xfinity, you could look at a Daniel Hemrick, although he seems like he fits in really well at Colleague. Don't see him moving. You could look at a former Chevy driver in Zane Smith, who's got a lot of potential, and we already know can wheel a cup car. Top 20 in Roush equipment this year is pretty good.
I forgot he ran that race.
Outside of that, I mean, it does feel like that's Noah's car. I mean, Noah Gragson has been, despite, if you hate him, you love him, whatever, you think he's an idiot, you think he's great, he can drive a race car pretty well. And he does a good job at engaging with his fans, even if it's, you know, a little weird sometimes.
Oh yeah.
And that's something, you know, teams want nowadays. They covet. I don't know. I feel like that'd be a good thing for a young team. You build around 2 young drivers, because Erik Jones is still a young driver.
Yeah.
Bing, bada, boom. Maybe you got a successful program. Because you already see what this car has done for the 43 team, right? I mean, they're top 20 in points. They're, they have two top 5s now. Bunch of top 10s. One of their best seasons to date with that car in a long time. Even if you count that Almirola year where he made the chase, you know, and they won. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, no, Erik Jones has been honestly like one of the, I wouldn't say like surprises of the season, but like if I was to make like a top or like a ranking of all the drivers, Erik Jones would be like top 15 for me probably.
He's a standout performer given the equipment.
That's the right term. So yeah, not a great tryout for Ty Dillon either this week. Much like last season where it was, hey, you're trying out for a full-time ride, and then he wrecked in like 3 of the first 4 races. Now it's like, hey, I'm not coming back to this car, and then I junk it on lap 11.
It's just, it's so weird. It's just so weird. There were some weird things this weekend. Some really weird things.
Yeah.
That was definitely one of them.
Do we want to talk about any of the other weird... Do you want me to kind of start naming off some of the weird things, or do you want to talk about Truex a little bit?
Let's scoot through weird things. I don't want to talk about Truex. Who cares about him?
Truex dominated, and then James Small made a bad call.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That one got me a little too much.
Oh, no.
One weird thing. This one coming out of the booth. Jeff Burton being overly critical of Ross Chastain, in my opinion. Overly critical.
Yeah.
Especially when a couple laps later, Chase Elliott did something that was a lot worse. Yeah. It felt like.
Yeah. I mean, Burton was... I was going to say, Burton was pissed at him after Atlanta. And it was like, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, yeah, you're still not happy with how Ross has been this year, but he hasn't really done anything today, so maybe chill.
It was an interesting choice by Jeff Burton to kind of really honed in on the Ross Chastain machine this past Sunday. It was not that he doesn't have a point, but it was also like what?
Weird.
Yeah.
What? Bro, chill out.
Not funny haha, but funny weird, right?
Yeah.
Gonna make that into a thing.
Yeah. I wish I knew what to say about it, but it was just weird. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, Chase Elliott trying to junk Joey Logano coming off a corner. And then he did it to the next car too. I forget who it was.
It was Kurt.
Was it Kurt? Yeah, he did it. And nothing got said about it. Oh, he's racing hard to try to get the lead.
It was like Junior acknowledged it in the moment, like, oh, contact, and then they were just like, all right, and that was pretty much it.
It was like, NBC, brother, come on! You heard all the folks online saying that you were a little more biased towards Chase last week, and you doubled down on it this week. Come on. Come on. Oh, NBC, nothing but Chase is all I'm saying.
Dying.
Got him.
Dying.
You had the stuff with Keselowski and Austin Dillon.
Also weird.
Yeah.
So weird.
Austin Dillon just swipes him.
And
Brad is like, okay.
Brad just blew a head gasket. It was
dude,
like,
Brad
oh my God,
dude. Body the boy.
Listen. He ended up finishing top 10. I'm telling you, being in those competition meetings must have helped him understand where he could use his race car as a weapon on the other race car without breaking his race car. That's all I'm saying.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure Austin said right away that they had a broken toe link.
Oh my God.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that one was
funny.
weird.
That was funny. That was really funny.
And then the post-race interviews, Brad was like, yeah, I'm going to try to talk to him before I say anything, right? That was kind of the gist of the interview.
Yeah, they were like trying to egg him on to get a reaction. He's like, I'm just gonna talk about it in private with him,
which is an NBC thing. We know that.
Yeah,
that's everyone kind of ragged on Dave Burns last year, but now they got Kim Kuhn doing it, right? I think that's who was interviewing Brad.
We have a story here.
Let's just. Well, they did the same thing with Ross. They asked Ross for the fourth week in a row, "Oh, you're really aggressive. What does that mean in pre-race?" So it's what they do. But they're so much better, guys. And then the Austin Dillon interview was just
it was unhinged,
aggressive.
It was just
I'm just tired.
Unhinged for no reason.
I'm getting tired of the way people race me and blah 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 blah. So yes, hit them under caution.
Yeah, it was.
I got hit really hard last year, and then they showed the Michigan incident, and I remember going back to that, and I watched it again today just to be like, I'm sure I'm biased in it, but hey, you raced for the end of the stage, you got your position, you can kind of back off, but no, let's turn left or let's turn right up the racetrack when there's a car to my outside. I don't know, that's weird.
Austin Dillon's not known for the most big brain moments on the racetrack. Let's be totally honest here. It was just, again, like you said, weird. Just a weird decision to go up and door someone like that.
Gotta get the spotlight back on him after the Reddick news this week or something.
Yeah. He ain't gonna do it on the track, that's for damn sure.
Austin Dillon's life in the fast lane, baby. Got some new content. Perfect.
Yeah, life in the damn lap down lane. It is just it's seemingly like no prior contact. Like if I'm dooring someone like that, they had to have hit me. Like, why are you going up there and using your car to beat on someone if they to my knowledge didn't even really have any contact? If they're just racing you hard, like, what are you doing? That's weird. I don't get it. Brad bodied the hell out of him, so it was funny.
There's another thing. What am I forgetting? I had something in my mind and now I lost it. Kyle Larson, down on himself again this week. I made a video last year talking about Hendrick Motorsports and kind of how they, they revamped their team and how they did it with crew chiefs and, young talent and stuff. Primarily with Larson talking about Cliff Daniels' role in keeping Larson's confidence up, his head up, his chin up, whatever. And Kevin Mendering is not doing that. And Larson has been very down, dejected, says he is not running well. His interviews, a couple of his interviews on XM have been very somber tones. So, I think Cliff is back this week. I believe that would be 4 races because it was Nashville, Road America, Atlanta, and this would have been 4.
Yeah.
He lost tire at Sonoma, so...
Yeah.
Cool.
It goes to show, right, how important the crew chief is to not just like the actual calling of the race, but it's a team. Yep. Everyone needs to be together. It's got to be cohesive. Everything needs to gel. Everything needs to work together like a well-oiled machine. And if there is an important piece of a well-oiled machine, it's Cliff Daniels. It's that 5 team. So it makes a lot of sense.
Do you think, and this is just kind of something that came to my mind, do you think it's weighing on Larson at all? Because ever since he's been in the Cup Series, he's kind of been the number 1 driver for his team. Even last year at Hendrick, he ended up being the number 1 driver for that team, right? And this year he's not, and it doesn't feel like they're close to making it. Not saying he's bad or anything, right? He's like 7th or 8th in points. He's had good runs. It's not like he's probably higher than that. He might be 5th or 4th. No, he's not 4th.
Yeah, pretty sure he's top 5 in points.
Okay, so he's up there in points, right?
Yeah, he's 5th. Yeah.
Okay, so, but he's not the best guy in his team, and he's only got the 1 win. Hasn't won in a couple months in the Cup Series.
That's tough to say.
Do you think that's weighing on him at all? Because, at Ganassi, he was always the best guy. Maybe he was tied with Kurt for those couple of years there, but...
I think, I don't know, kind of, because Chase Elliott's been on a hot streak recently, right? And that's when he's, kind of...
I mean, Chase has been good all year, though.
Yeah, fittingly, though, when we were like, oh my god, I can't believe Chase is leading the points, and now he's won 2 of, the last 3 races.
And finished
conveniently,
second.
Yeah. Conveniently, these have all been in that stretch where Cliff Daniels has been gone. Not saying that's the cause and effect of it, but, Yeah, I think that adds on to it a little bit. But like a perfect example is or like how important Cliff Daniels is to that team is there's a little radio edit from the Coke 600 where at halfway, Larson was just super down on himself. And then Cliff Daniels was just like, all right, man, we got another half race. Like, who cares? Clean slate. Let's just go get it. And they were in position to win that. So it's been a mixed bag because they've had some wins get away from them, but they've also had some really bad luck this year. Like that late caution at Charlotte was a perfect example. So I don't know. I think just like trying to get chemistry with a crew chief who hasn't had a lot of success in Cup is tough. So yeah.
Hey, he won the Clash.
He was dreadful.
And then what happened?
He was dreadful in Cup.
Yeah.
But that was going to be my next point too. Was like Kevin Mendering. Just to put it, I'm sure he's good at something.
Better
crew
engineer.
Is not it. Much better engineer than he is a crew chief.
Yeah.
Some guys are. That's okay.
No, that's fine. That's fine. But the point is, like, he's in a crew chief role, or he was in a crew chief role for 4 weeks with Kyle Larson, and you go 4 weeks without your guy. Number one, you're missing your guy, and then number two, you got a guy who's, frankly, not very good at crew chiefing.
Yeah.
Do you think Hendrick keeps him as that like fill-in guy if another team loses the crew chief for a race?
If he was smart, he wouldn't.
See, where's Larson run the last 4 weeks? 4th, 3rd, 13th, and 14th. So
he ran fine.
Yeah.
Like, that's the weird, right? And our expectations of Kyle Larson have gone up so much, right?
Yeah.
But they don't have speed. They just don't have the raw speed that they had last year.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
I do think part of that is the next gen, because there's not a lot of people who have been ultra consistent all season,
Trackhouse.
So there's a few outliers, but
Chase
I mean, there's like
even Trackhouse I wouldn't say had like race winning speed the first few weeks of the year.
Yeah,
they kind of warmed up, and after a month or so of running.
Yeah, there's like 5 or 6 guys, I think, or no, there's like 4 guys who have multiple wins on this season. So it's like, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it's frustrating if you're coming in as defending champ, coming off a 10-win season, but like at the same time, this season's been kind of a crapshoot, and I think a lot of guys are probably feeling that too.
I hope it continues to be a crapshoot all the way through the championship.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah,
makes for good TV.
Pro chaos. Let's go.
Correct.
We talked about the 6, but great run for the 23 team. Started 4th, finished 3rd. A lot of people talking about obviously Christopher Bell won, which is a great run for the 20 team. They needed that win. They were the bubble driver. They were the cutoff line, and now they're not, and they're pretty safe too. Even if you get over 16 winners, because I believe they're top 10 in points, so they feel pretty safe with the win. But the 23, and the reason why I bring that up, people are like, oh, look, the 23 crew won with Christopher Bell. Remember, folks, it was not a 1-for-1 swap. They switched like 2 or 3 guys around.
Yep.
But it's better to say, look at Bubba Wallace's crew won with Bubba not driving the car. See, they weren't holding him back.
As he has his best finish of the season after the crew swap.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
But good run for the 23 team. They needed it. 45 got a top 10 despite kind of going off kilter with the strategy.
Yep.
Toyota, after not having any cars in the top 10 last week or the week before, or whenever it was, I believe it was the past 2 weeks, actually. Might have been the past 2 weeks. I believe got 5 of the 6 in there.
Yeah, I was going to say, regardless of the stat, Toyota as a whole,
they're very good on the flat tracks.
They were pretty doo-doo butt cheeks for a hot minute.
Yeah.
I don't think this means they're figuring it out, but...
Yeah. I think it feels like they kind of invested in those flat tracks because of Phoenix. Right?
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Could be a good investment, could be crap.
If you don't make it,
you gotta make it there.
Yeah, I was gonna say you gotta get to Phoenix first. So
you gotta make it there.
Xfinity Series race, Justin Allgaier wins for the 3rd time this year. Kind of starting to get himself in the conversation with Ty Gibbs as championship favorites, I feel like.
JRM got really hot at a really good time. It's very apparent too. Like they, as a whole, I mean, it's been talked about. It's been reported, but like they just have been so good the last couple months. It's really impressive.
There's that massive wreck on the back. Speaking of JRM, when Barry went around.
Oh, that
was a big wreck. Good Lord.
And Jeb Burton ran into the 39.
Ran straight into him.
And like, he committed to his line and stuff, but
probably hit the brakes there, Jeb.
It's just a little embarrassing. Yeah,
that's pretty bad. One of the bad ones.
Yeah,
I've seen some bad ones, and that was one of them.
Brandon
It's a
Brown.
good race, though.
Yeah, Brandon Brown finishes third. I think Kyle Weatherman ended up getting 8th and the 34 for Jesse Owuji Motorsports.
Yeah,
I know it was like a silly, funny strategy call, but a couple of those lower budget teams were actually running quite well.
Yeah,
like
Jeremy
overall.
Clemens got a top 10 too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So-
Brown had really good speed at the end of that. Kyle Weatherman is continuing to show that he's actually pretty good, given despite the kind of crap equipment that he's been driving the whole time in NASCAR.
That 34 car is a lot better than the results show for it.
Yeah,
And we know that, and we know the reasons why. Which makes it so frustrating that it has been so bad.
Yeah.
oh man,
Landon Castle got a good finish, and they didn't.
yeah, that was a bummer.
Imagine if Parker was driving the car when it got DQ'd.
It wouldn't have been too low. I know. That's what I was saying.
Gregson got DQ'd too, didn't he?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, and the thing that sucks for Castle is he's the cutoff driver.
Yeah.
And Brandon Brown, I believe, was the first driver out and was like 110 points out coming into the day. So that's a pretty big old slice into that pie.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? Oh, I don't know if this is just me being biased as an Allgaier fan, but like when he got into Landauer when they were lapping her, like very clearly a mistake, and he owned it after. Like the first thing he did in his post-race interview was apologize for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dude was getting absolutely dragged on Twitter, like nobody's ever like run somebody over before.
Deal with it.
Yeah, it was just, I don't know.
No, I'm saying you deal with it.
Yeah. I guess I'm just finding out that there's a larger contingent of people who hate Justin Allgaier that I didn't know about.
I don't know if it's that they hate him. I just think it's easy to, the guy wins the race.
Yeah.
It's easy to.
I straight up saw somebody. I mean, it wasn't even. It was before he won the race, but somebody that I've been following for a while has straight up said, "I can't wait for him to retire." I was like, "What the?" It's like y'all are wilding today.
Does that affect people?
I don't know.
Am I just hardened?
No,
Davey,
you're a Brad
just...
Keselowski fan.
It's like
I'm a Jimmy Johnson fan, and I've had enough of it.
I don't. I mean,
as a Jimmy Johnson fan, I've gone through the highs and the lows of that.
Yeah.
So
it's just bizarre.
People rooting for your guy at Darlington in 2020.
Matthew Stillman's a Dale Jr. fan. You did not have to deal with the fan base that you think you had to deal with. There's some people out there who are weird.
Oh, dude, I have dealt with some weird Junior fans, and I remember during the 4-year drought, the number of people, like if I would say that I was a Junior fan, like, oh, I can't wait for him to get fired because he sucks. Like, shut up.
Imagine thinking Dale Jr. could get fired.
Yeah, that's a funny joke. That's just a lack of understanding of what the hell the sport actually needs. It's crazy.
Anyway, so that wraps up New Hampshire. If we head a little bit north of the border, actually probably more like a little bit west of the border, IndyCar was in Toronto. Did Dixon pass Mario for career wins or tie him?
Thought he tied.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I thought so too, but I didn't know, so I put passes in our show sheet. I will admit to my mistakes. But Scott Dixon wins.
Anyway. Hey, look, everyone's doing that thing where they count Scott Dixon out again.
Davey, I'm counting you out.
You better be.
I'm over Scott Dixon.
I honestly didn't get a chance to watch the race.
Please.
I know it was on Peacock. Insert my Peacock spiel here.
There it was. It was right there.
I don't know if you guys have any notes that you'd like to talk about.
I saw where Palou and Ericsson ran into each other, and I got like flashbacks to Cars where Palou was just like, "Husky chocolate's all mine." So.
No, that's right, because he's gonna have it at McLaren, right?
Exactly. That's right. I'm beating this dead horse still.
The two, and now they're together to make 4. Yeah, Rosenquist got a podium, right? I think that's big. Oh, yeah. Especially again, there's rumblings that Palou might not even race next year.
That's wild. That's really wild.
It makes no sense.
Also, probably purely coincidental, but I got a kick out of the fact that Palou had an engine failure in qualifying also immediately after this.
Oh boy, the garage area was a spinning when that happened. Let me tell you, Twitter was going crazy. I'm sure the paddock at the track was going nuts. That was some nonsense. Yeah. What a way to kick off the weekend.
It was just like Rossi getting into Grosjean right after he announced he was leaving. Too, right?
Yeah, but there's a little more intent behind that one, but yeah.
But yeah, it looked like Toronto was fun. I saw Jimmy was running top 5 at one point, and then he ended up finishing like 3 laps down. What happened there?
Kyle Kirkwood, maybe it's my bias, I don't know. Kyle Kirkwood sent it in on a late dive and turned Jimmy around.
Was Jimmy running good? Like, was he?
He wasn't running great.
Did they have good strategy?
He had decent strategy. It was a strategy call that got him up there, and then obviously there were like yellows and stuff and whatnot, so it kind of didn't really materialize as you probably wouldn't imagine it would. It was a very it was like 4 guys on that strategy, but it just got turned around by Kyle Kirkwood. Is what it is. I mean, he was running like Jimmy. He was running near the bag. It's fine. Whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna say Kirkwood. Good thing he did that because he managed to finish a wild 22nd. So
he's in the 14, right?
Yeah.
Yes. It was pretty dumb actually, because it was for like last, and he just sent it on a late dive on the inside.
That's what AJ Foyt would have done. So.
Oh yeah, there you go. That was sarcasm, right? Okay. All right. That's a shame. Love Kyle Kirkwood, but that was dumb. Anyway.
That was IndyCar from Toronto. Shout out to NBC for, probably having their hand in the reason for these races going on at the same time and also using it as a test of Peacock. Appreciate you. The broadcast, too, I guess, was a little more laid back, is what I heard. I don't know. I know, Davey, you watched it probably more than either of us.
I was watching it, but I was swapping on Discord between that and the NASCAR race, so I didn't really get a lot of commentary. So
okay. Well, we didn't do a good job this week of watching IndyCar from Toronto. That's our bad.
I did. I just didn't listen to it.
Okay.
I was careening down a mountain on a mountain bike at very high speed, so I didn't get to watch it.
I was sitting in my chair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anthony, do you even watch racing?
I watch Cup usually. I don't know.
Do I have to institute like a homework rule where you?
I got a lot of hobbies. Okay. I would. I'm out racing myself, and you're like, but why aren't you at home watching other people do the thing that you're doing?
Because this is the Fake Racers podcast, not the Real Racers podcast.
Oh, okay. That's a good point. I actually didn't even realize how true that was. That was nuts.
Yeah, can't argue with that.
Speaking of fake racers,
yeah, that's mean.
It's very mean. Paul Tracy deserves it. SRX. Was it I-55?
That was really good. Yeah, they were at I-55.
Tony Stewart.
It was a... Ooh.
It was a race.
Can I do a swear?
I don't care anymore.
It was a shit show. Woo-wee. That's... That sucked.
Yep.
That sucked.
The
Oh
worst
my
part was the
God.
racing was good. Like, I
Yeah,
felt like the
but they
racing was
didn't do
good.
enough of it.
Exactly. They
They
ran
just kept wrecking.
They ran like 20 laps under caution in the main because they were trying to get Haley Deegan's car like cooled down or something.
They ran like 30.
Well, I know it was more than that, but like 20 for the Deegan thing.
Yeah. It was
Right?
like it was over 20 for the Deegan thing, I thought.
Okay, well, anyways, it was not good.
It was bad. It was real bad.
Then we got a caution with one to go, and then they're like, "Oh, this is the final lap," and then they come around and they get the white flag, and they're like, "Oh, this is the final lap." And I'm like, "Oh man, Alan Bestwick, who set you up for failure like that?"
Yeah, that's tough, man. That's tough.
Because I didn't realize they had a green white checkered rule.
Yeah, neither did Alan Bestwick.
But yeah, a lot of wrecks. I think Ken Trader ended up finishing third, so that was cool.
That was cool. I enjoyed that part.
I want to give a shout out to me being absolutely cursed in SRX pick'ems this season because I think I've picked Marco 3 weeks in a row and he's finished second 3 weeks in a row. So,
I mean, is that good or cursed?
I mean, it's good, but it's very painful.
Well, Tony Stewart has now won all 3 dirt races in SRX.
I think he might be kind of good at dirt.
Favoritism.
Yeah. This Tony Stewart guy's got a bright future ahead of him, I tell you what.
Gibbs should sign him up.
Yeah.
He can run with Menards at the Indy races. Yeah. Joe, stop playing with your damn dog.
Leaving you hanging.
You have a show to make.
Obviously, this is we're coming up on the season finale this weekend from Sharon Speedway, and
I don't know how they're gonna make it. All them cars are torn to pieces.
Anyone want to say where Sharon Speedway is?
Yeah, I was gonna point out the absolute pettiness that Joe won't even put Ohio in the goddamn show sheet. It just says redacted.
That's insane. Dude.
I just thought that would be funny. So Sharon Speedway in Ohio. No, you can't capitalize it like that, man. You need to just take a screen grab of just that bullet point and post it.
See, Google Sheets needs clip or like word art so we can get like the fancy like rainbow 3D text that says Ohio.
Okay, I gotta. That's like a screen grab of Ohio.
But Ryan Blaney and Dave Blaney are going to be in this race. It was funny because they put up Ryan Blaney's picture, but it was just his head photoshopped on Tony Stewart's body. I don't know if anyone caught that. Also,
Ryan Blaney, he's a big boy.
The intern who made that loved his job.
Oh yeah,
he loved doing that.
He was probably like, "Dude, this is gonna be hilarious. Watch this."
Also, Willie T. Ribs calling. Who did he called? I tweeted it. He called Tony Daddy and Ken Schrader. No, Schrader Daddy and Tony Bay.
Yeah. Willie T. Ribs is wild, and man.
Alan Bestwick was a little happier this week to have Willie T in the booth because there were so many cautions.
If SRX ain't anything, it's at least fun.
Yep.
It is a good time. Oh my god.
That's like the whole point of the series. Like the fact that they entered a 13th car for not Kanon. Elio for the first race, and they're like, why don't we just keep fielding a 13th car? So now they have 13 drivers every week.
Who cares?
Yeah. We got an extra. So
I can't wait for them to announce Lime Rock on the schedule next year.
You get a road course on there. It's a road course where yours going.
I think so,
dude. Can you imagine if they brought back the Battle of the Beach at Daytona and they ran SRX on the backstretch? That would be so good.
If only the grandstands were even there still.
Yeah.
I just, I wish SRX wasn't 6 weeks in a row.
It would be good.
It's good the way, it's good, right? Because it's like a summer thing. It's a summer event. It makes sense for TV. That's why they're on CBS, because it fits the schedule.
Yeah.
But it'd be kind of cool if they did like a race, if they did a race during Speed Weeks, or they did, even if it wasn't for like points or anything.
Yeah.
It'd be cool to do.
Yeah, because that was like the cool thing about IROC was it kind of kicked off the year, where it was one of the first things that you got to see. So
It'd be a really fun thing to do Memorial Day weekend.
Oh
if they ran somewhere in Charlotte,
ran like the Legends Oval at Charlotte or something,
or the Roval,
or the Roval.
Can you imagine like 1 p.m. Coke 600? Or no, I guess you can't do it that day. That was dumb.
Way to go, idiot dummy.
I'll take it. If they did like a SRX Saturday like night race at Charlotte
on the Roval.
Yep.
That'd be nuts. It'd be a pain in the ass for the Charlotte track because they'd have to convert the track. But still, whatever. Who cares?
Coke 600 on the Roval next year.
Oh my God! Let's start that rumor just to get everyone mad.
That sounds like the most exhausting race I've ever heard of.
So I'll make a Blob Pocris or Adam Slurn tweet real quick.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I was thinking about the other day?
You'll get it pushed on Twitter.
NASCAR and SRX multi-class.
Is the Orange Cone Twitter page still around?
Yeah.
Do you guys remember a few years ago when they tweeted like, "I have news that will shake NASCAR to its core," and then he was like, "Just kidding," after like 2 weeks, and then everybody just stopped watching him.
Yeah, but that's a pretty funny joke.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. But it was like for a while he was like a kind of trusted inside source, and then after that, everybody just kind of stopped following him. I haven't seen
one guy that was around, the like Wolf of NASCAR dude. It was like very clearly in the industry and was like super jaded and negative. It was really good. It was like Nick Bromberg if he like had any insight whatsoever.
Yeah.
And didn't write for a dead website. I use Yahoo Mail. I don't use Yahoo News, okay?
I would like to point out that said dead website was on the side of the car that won the Cup race this week, so.
Still dead.
Yeah.
He still said that. That's insane that he said that.
Well, cross Yahoo off a list of employers that won't employ me, I guess.
Burn all the bridges. Just get them out of here.
Damn. That's a little crazy.
Hey, I use Yahoo Mail.
Yeah.
Oh my God. All right, who are we picking for SRX at Sharon Speedway in
Ryan Newman,
Ohio?
Marco's got to get it this time, okay? It's going to happen. He can't finish second 4 weeks in a row.
You're not allowed to pick Tony. That's cheating.
Pick one. The Blaney's are from Ohio, so you can pick one of them.
The fans.
F1 is, I believe it's the French Grand Prix this weekend. Any insights, any fun picks?
That's Italian.
Give me Alex Albon.
Charles Leclerc.
Give me Nicholas Latifi.
Mercedes will probably be porpoising a little bit. Ferrari might still be.
Oh, yeah, I'm down that super long straightaway at Paul Ricard too. Oh my God.
That hurt. Holy.
Yeah, imagine how Lewis feels.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if Lewis and George are like half an inch shorter by the end of this season.
Shut up.
Their spine is just compressed that much.
It's compressed.
IndyCar has their double in Iowa this weekend.
Yeah.
I believe it's like a 4 o'clock start on Saturday and a 3 o'clock start on Sunday for some reason.
Why?
I don't know.
That's dumb as hell.
I'm very.
What if we went after none of the primetime audiences?
I wonder. Let me look that up real quick because that just doesn't sound right. But that's what I remember seeing. Because that is dumb. Because they are paying to rent out that track from NASCAR, right? They're paying a premium to do that with Hy-Vee too. The IndyCar app just asked me how happy I am with my experience. I don't know. Oh, it's okay.
It's alright.
Well, I haven't gotten to use the app yet because you're surveying me. So maybe ask me when I leave the app.
So it's 4 p.m. Saturday and 3 p.m. on Sunday. Oh my!
It's just weird.
Why wouldn't you do a Friday? They're on NBC. for both these races, so I guess they got that going for them. But they're going to be going head-to-head with NASCAR. Again. Both days. That's dumb. I don't care if NASCAR's on USA. Xfinity Series gets comparable viewership to IndyCar. The only thing IndyCar will have on Xfinity is they start an hour and a half earlier. I think.
IndyCar's biggest enemy is itself, like, routinely. I love it.
Like, the worst part is, like, Roger Penske, like, owns this now, and, like, you'd think Roger Penske could figure it out and convince NBC to not do this, but no. It's an NBC thing. Mm. These start times are always the networks. You know, I feel like racing, they'd want a 1 o'clock start because that'd be 12 Central. I feel like that's a good time to start a race. That whole, people gotta go to church thing is cool, but if you gotta go to church and you want to watch the race, just go to church early.
Also, that's just nonsense.
Oh, yeah. But
it's just nonsense. Just stuff that's made up.
So, Davey, you want to take Jimmy Johnson for both these races?
How the hell did you know?
Because I wanted to take him too, but
I gotta. Yeah. It'd be weird if I didn't. So,
give me Newgarden for one and Scotty for the other.
Oh, I want to take the. Should I just take Joe's picks but reversed?
Yep.
Dixon or wait, are you taking McLaughlin or Dixon?
Yeah. McLaughlin.
Okay, I'll take McLaughlin and Newgarden, but switched around.
Okay. Yeah. I got that one too, Davey.
I do too.
Did you ever get the big one?
No.
Sad.
It was expensive and also out of stock.
Yeah.
Oh well.
This year's might be a little cheaper.
Hey, the good news is though they're offering a Parker Kligerman pre-order for the Mid Ohioan.
Oh, are they actually?
No.
Oh. You got me really excited there because I would have pre-ordered that just for you.
I would have pre-ordered it just for me too. Weird how that works. Remember when we used to pick stuff on Circle B Diecast? Yeah,
so an update on that JTN code. It's now only good for $5 off your shipping.
That's insane.
So you can still use it. Again, Circle B Diecast is a great website and stuff. I wish the deal was better. We did the free shipping despite not getting a kickback for it there for a couple months. But now just Lionel has upped their shipping prices, I guess, is what I'm hearing. Is what we have been told as affiliates. So it kind of, it tracks, it follows, right? That Lionel kind of, it's a little greedy. So, 164s are $10 now for some reason. 124s are $72 despite not having trunks that open.
Yeah. Gross.
We need another diecast manufacturer.
Yeah. I want to talk about that one day because it would be so cool. Just you need competition.
Yeah.
Like video games, you see it with all the sports video games. There's no competition, so.
I was just about to say, real Madden vibes going on right now.
FIFA or whatever it's called now.
Yeah.
You see it with that. You see it with any kind of toy producer. Really? Like Hot Wheels and Matchbox, they're owned by the same company. But there's at least some competition between the two brands, right? Whereas with NASCAR Authentics, NASCAR Diecast in general, Lionel is the only maker. There's a model company that actually makes some really good models that I'm really gonna probably end up buying the Eric Jones one. And maybe doing a video on it, but
it'd be pretty cool.
Models were not my thing growing up though. But it's frustrating because like the NASCAR Authentics are $5 in the store, and I think it's a better value because you get a little trinket with it. The packaging is easier to display than the little boxes that you get the Gold Series cars in, and the only downside is like there's no window banners, but I'll save $5 for not having window banners. Honestly,
yeah, $5 for a sticker.
$5 for black interiors and window banners. Okay. Yep, that's it. I'll take that trade. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Really driving a hard bargain there.
But NASCAR is at Pocono this weekend. Pocono, of course, lost one of their Cup dates to Gateway. They lost that date. Is kind of how the shuffle ended up going down. So no more Pocono doubles. So only one Pocono Cup race this year. It's going to be 400 miles. So that's good. 160 laps. Longer than the last couple of years. Got Trucks, which is their regular season finale.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it is.
Which is crazy to think about because Cup doesn't end until Labor Day and Xfinity doesn't end until like the middle of September.
Yeah.
So weird, dude.
It's almost like they should try to line those up a little bit better.
Yeah.
Who
do we got?
Oh, the Pocono entry list is like deleted. Huh.
Fun.
Trucks at Pocono. It's only Truck Series regulars that can enter. I believe, since it's the regular season finale.
Huh.
That is interesting.
Is that why Ryan Preece is in the race?
I believe he. Is he in the race?
Truck Series driver? Yeah.
Yep, Preece is in it.
Yeah, I think he's going for truck points, which makes the most. You always, if you're not running for points in a series, you should run for points in the lowest series because then you're eligible for the other two. So Preece would remain eligible for Cup through the playoffs and Xfinity through the playoffs. So that's why they do that.
Ah, good. Ryan Preece.
Is Parker not in it?
Mm-mm.
Man, they just won a race and they can't even come to the next.
Yeah.
Cry.
Do I pick reasonable or do I go stupid?
Go stupid.
Timmy Hill.
I'm
He's
thinking
top 20 in points.
Who do I go creepy with my pick?
Well, it depends on what the implication of that is.
Yeah, I'm really worried.
No, I'm gonna. Derek Krause has been really, really good as of late. That team has been willing to take some swings. Derek Krause.
Derek Krause is not afraid to run into people, so yeah.
He's been better this year. Like, poor guy.
He was running to people at GoPro, bro. Hell no.
I'm gonna take Derek Krause.
Yeah, when you said,
feels like that team's gonna throw a Hail Mary.
When you said creepy, I wanted to make a joke, but I also didn't want to say this idiot's name and give him more publicity. So I'll tell it after the podcast is over.
Something Haley Deegan.
Yeah. Stop retweeting that guy. All right.
Yeah.
Xfinity.
Let's not give it more publicity on our channel that gets like 5 views on this.
Hey, that's like 5 more people that would have seen it. So, and he should be getting 0. Xfinity entry list is gone.
No, it's gone up for some reason. The main link is broken on the front page, but
yeah.
If you go to the event page, it's on there. There you go. I linked it in the thing. I'm gonna go Ricky Stenhouse.
What?
Oh, I forget. Isn't he running the big machine car?
He's in the 48.
Yeah.
What? Poor Jade Buford, man.
Tyler Reddick was meant to be in that car this week.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Like legit?
Yep.
Oh, it's already started?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
yeah.
that's amazing. I hope he runs some like Xfinity races for a random Toyota team next year.
I wonder if they would allow it.
I don't know. That would be a Chevy thing. I don't know if he's got to deal with Chevy. It'd be in his contract, yes or no, but
yeah, I guess.
I don't know.
Oh my god. I did not know he was supposed to run this race. I knew Stenhouse was in the car.
That's real? That's like
that's
real?
Reddick was slated to run the 48
Source?
this week. It was changed. I saw it on Twitter. Hold on.
I'm gonna go with Sheldon Creed.
That's a good one. He needs to win, right?
He's pretty good here in trucks usually too.
And it feels like he's maybe starting to put it together.
He's been having good runs. They just can't finish races, unfortunately.
They finished, what, 2nd or 3rd this past weekend, right? He finished good?
Let's see.
Got them both researching stuff. I'm the best.
I know he flipped somebody off this race again, so.
That was funny. They caught that on TV, too.
Yeah. He finished... Oh, wait, I skipped right past it. P5.
Okay, so top 5. That's really good for him. So good pick there. I'm gonna go with an off the wall pick, Ty Gibbs.
That's a really bold pick. Also,
anyway, Google it. I don't know.
It makes
Tyler
sense.
was supposed to be in the run, so
Are you surprised? But sorry.
I was gonna say I just found this. I obviously like Sheldon Creed a lot, and then his Wikipedia page said he began riding BMX bikes when he was 3 years old. So now I like him even more. Hell yeah, bro. Davey Allison used to race BMX too.
Is Sheldon Creed gonna drive for Penske in the Cup Series?
What?
What?
Oh, because he's driving the 2 car the whole time. Yeah. Okay. I get it.
All right, so Cup picks.
Funny man.
You know who needs to win?
Who?
Ryan Blaney.
Brad Keselowski.
Well, Keselowski's going to need 2 wins. He's
got to make top 30 in points first.
He's like 50
he's
points.
P29. He's past Todd. He's now tied with Todd Gilliland.
So keep your mouth shut. Keep Brad's name out your mouth.
He's only 18 points behind Ty Dillon.
Probably going to pass him too.
More than likely.
No, I feel like Ryan Blaney's got to win. I honestly think we're getting to 16 because there are more capable cars than races left that haven't won, right? You think about Blaney, you think about Truex, those are the easy 2.
Blaney and Truex are 3rd and 4th in points and are on the chase bubble right now. This is truly stupid.
Harvick's the first guy out on points, and he's
9th. He's top 10 in points, and he's not in the playoffs.
So that's the thing. Like Harvick feels like Kevin Harvick can win at any time. It doesn't matter if they're bad, right?
Yeah.
None of us would be surprised by Kevin Harvick winning. So that's 3. I feel like Almirola has speed, kind of sometimes,
especially at Daytona. I was going to mention. Almirola's been having a good season, but I feel like I haven't seen him all of this year. I look at the results and I'm like, oh, P11, all right.
The most uninspiring retirement season ever. Just 11th, 8th, 6th.
Eric Jones.
Top 5.
Yeah, Jones could. He almost won Talladega. They could easily win, or not easily win a race, but they could win a race. Austin Dillon could. You got road courses coming up. McDowell's going to be a factor at those. Busher. Justin Haley might, I don't want to say stumble into another Daytona win, but just be like Watson, don't mind if I do.
We don't know what's going to happen at Michigan. There's people saying it's going to be towards Atlanta, and then Auto Club is the sister track, so that race was crazy, right? I think Austin Dillon finished
really fast there too.
Yeah, I think Austin Dillon finished 2nd in that race, and Jones finished 3rd.
Yep.
So, took it crazy.
I was just looking at the point situation.
Chase Briscoe, Austin Cindric, Daniel Suarez, Kurt Busch should not feel safe at all.
Tyler Reddick.
Tyler Reddick.
Yeah. Hamlin.
Hamlin's got 2.
Oh, he does.
If you have 2, you're good.
Yeah.
I was going to say, if Hamlin only had the 1, though, my man is in a precarious position.
Yeah, because he's behind a lot of those guys, right?
He's 19th.
He's bottom of all the guys.
Imagine that late caution doesn't come out of the Coke 600. Larson's got, Larson or Briscoe has 2, and Hamlin's on the bubble right now in 19th with a win. That's wild.
That is nuts, dude.
Yeah.
So for the people that like the points racing, there's going to be some pretty good points racing these next 6 races between those guys with 1 win that are all, what is it, it's 12th to 20th in points, whatever. Guys maybe get in a situation where, they have a win, but then they're in a must-win at Daytona because they're too far back to make up the points. It's going to be crazy. But Ryan Blaney to win at Pocono this weekend.
Interesting.
Give me 15 winners. Also, real quick, people saying 16 winners is unheard of. We had 16 different winners last year, so.
Oh, yeah, because we had... Who are the 3 non-playoff drivers? Because you had Bubba, obviously.
AJ,
and then who was the last one?
Maybe it was only 15. Could have swore it was 16.
Let's look.
Weren't there
Either way, 15's a ton.
Oh, yeah, I mean, but the people acting like it's unheard of for 16.
All right, check it out. My pick for Pocono. It's going to be really funny.
Okay.
And I'm doing it for the... I'm like, whatever. I don't care. It's going to be Ty Dillon on a rain-shortened race.
Oh my god. And then we don't get to 16 winners. Or 17 winners, whatever.
It's Ty Dillon on a rain-shortened race.
Ty Dillon goes on to win the championship.
I
just want you to know the amount of chaos that would provide. Do you know how funny? Do you know how much I would love that?
Would it become Ty Dillon's life in the fast lane?
He's gonna get his own spin-off.
He's not.
You know what? I'm going stupid also. Cole Custer's going to win this week. Here we go.
They had a good call this past weekend, too, until they didn't.
Yeah. It was 2 weeks in a row. It was like, hey, Cole Custer's doing things, and then they still find a way to finish like 26th.
Sadness.
But yeah, that's all we got for this week. So, folks, as always, cannot thank you enough for watching. This one kind of drug on there at the end. Thanks for listening, watching, and tuning in with us. But, as always, we'd appreciate if you hit the like button down below the video, subscribe, did all those fun things that help the whole YouTube algorithm. Follow us on Twitter at Johto Network and at Fake Racers. Davey, got anything you want to plug?
Nah, not this time.
Matthew.
This is like 4 weeks in a row, Davey just hasn't plugged anything.
Matthew.
It's all good.
You can find me on Twitter at msteelman51. Don't follow me. I post dumb stuff.
Here's what it is, right? We're gearing up for a big event. You don't know what it is yet, but I do, and none of these guys know. But what we're going to do is we're going to create something truly incredible, and I want you all to be there for it. So I'm going to leave my plugs out for a little bit longer, and when we start to build up and we're going to do this thing, we're going to do the thing, and we're going to do it hard, and we're going to do it good.
Maybe I'll do a big announcement.
Thanks for... Ooh. Is it going to be Davey Hazard is fired forever from everything related to JTN?
No. Could never do that to you, Davey.
Yeah, well, it's a good thing. This is my living, so.
You guys are getting paid?
Thank you, folks, for watching. We appreciate you so much. And can't wait to see you on the next episode of the Fake Racers podcast. So long for now.
Goodbye.